Lionel Sanders, a professional triathlete and just an overall beast of a human being. And then the Ineos Grenadiers, one of the most prestigious teams on the planet, with some powerhouse riders whose numbers are just ridiculously high. Could Lionel hang with these guys? Well, let's find out. And to clarify, this is going to be based on time trialling versus GC contention or anything like this. In Team Ineos, we have Filipo Gana, who is arguably the best and most powerful time trialist on the planet at the moment, with a PB 20-minute power of 493 watts, giving him an estimated FTP of 470 watts, which is just insane. A normal person would struggle to hold this for 1 minute, let alone 1 hour. This is just superhuman. We then have Geraint Thomas, who doesn't just specifically focus on the time trial, but is still an amazing rider in the scheme of things. It is estimated his FTP is in the low 400s, although from what I can find there is very little data to show exactly what it is. But you can certainly expect all top tier level time trialists threshold powers to be over 6 watts per kilo, meaning most likely their thresholds are in that 400 to 420 watt range. This is the best of the best in regards to cycling world though, with these guys pushing the limits of human capability on the bike. Now Lionel Sanders, although a triathlete at heart, has dabbled in the cycling world, setting the Canadian 1 hour record, which is pretty phenomenal considering he can swim and run extremely well too, reaching 51.304 kilometers in the hour. It is estimated that his power was in that 400 watt range, although we don't know exactly because he wasn't allowed to actually race with the power meter. Although one of the key sessions going into this attempt was an over and under session alternating between 380 watts and 420 watts for 32 minutes, so expecting his power for the attempt to be somewhere between this is very realistic. And at a weight of 70 to 72 kilos, this puts his FTP at around the 5.7 watts per kilo range, which is in the ballpark of some of these top tier riders. He is also ridden professionally for an e-racing team, Canyon ZCC. I'm not sure this is the correct pronunciation, but in this he beat Matteo van der Poel, one of the world's best riders. Now yes, riding indoors is still very different to outdoor riding, but to be in contention with guys like this, let alone beat them, is seriously impressive, and I don't think you could ever count him out of a race. Although the reality of him coming close to Ghana is just incredibly slim, but that's expected really, otherwise Lionel would be the best in the world at a sport that isn't single-handedly his main focus. Although it could be argued that he could still compete with some of the top guys in the world on a world level. His power is there, it would then just be a matter of mastering the aerodynamic side of things. But honestly, it's more than likely he spends more time on a TT bike than a lot of these top tour riders, as he only really rides individual time trials in a triathlon, and doesn't need to master the road bike from a handling point of view, like a lot of these top tier pro riders do. I think a race with the top triathletes and top tour riders would be pretty awesome, and it would definitely bring some great media coverage to the triathlon world. But who knows, maybe it happened, maybe it won't. Personally, I think Lionel could compete with some of the top guys in the cycling world, but realistically I just don't think he could ever, win a time trial on a world tour level. But like I said before, that's not expected of him. I think the fact that he can even compete and be in the same ballpark as these guys is just seriously impressive. And you cannot knock this guy's effort and commitment and just sheer strength and power. It's insane. Now, if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.